What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Now, y'all don't need me to tell y'all this, honestly, because it's something that y'all already know if you pay attention to sports debate shows and media. But FS1 Undisputed and FS1 overall, letting Shannon Sharpe go is the biggest mistake they've ever made in the history of their business. The biggest mistake they've ever made. Now, I don't know how true these reports are, but Skip Bayless's this is the reports. Skip Bayless's FS1 Undisputed averaged just 50,000 viewers on Tuesday, which is some historically bad numbers for them, okay? Horribly bad, right? Meanwhile, on that very same day, ESPN First Take drew in 486,000 viewers at exactly the same time, which is blowing FS1 Undisputed out the water, right? And I didn't need these numbers to tell me that. I don't know one person that talks about FS1 Undisputed. I don't know one person who still watches Undisputed consistently at all. Shannon Sharpe only on First Take for 2 days out of the week, Monday and Tuesday. And it's still he's still a big draw over there. Every time he's on, people running to see what he gonna say. They running to see the banter between him and Stephen A. Smith. They running to see the chemistry. They running to see them talk about sports and just go back and forth about things that they're passionate about. On the other hand, I don't know who really tuning in for Skip Bayless and Michael Irvin and Keyshawn Johnson and Richard Sherman, even though Richard Sherman just got himself into some trouble. I don't know nobody that's watching that, man. And Shannon Sharpe has continued to soar since he's soared to after he left FS1 Undisputed. He already started Club Shay Shay while he was on Undisputed, right? But after that, after leaving, he's made the move to ESPN First Take. He still got Club Shay Shay. He getting crazy interviews that are groundbreaking, breaking numbers out, like blowing stuff out the water. But then he also has Nightcap with Chad Ochocinco, a.k.a. Chad Johnson. And that's driving in a whole bunch of viewership, bro. Women watch Nightcap that don't even watch sports. They just want to see them talk about regular topics, about regular life and dating advice and relationship advice. And when you're co-parenting with somebody and, when you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle, when you're trying to they talk about every single thing you can think of. And Shannon Sharpe has become the biggest personality, one of the big, not just sports personalities, one of the biggest media personalities out there, bar none. What, who, Joe Rogan? Him and Joe Rogan, probably some other people, but especially in the sports realm, Shannon Sharpe the best thing smoking. Look at Skip Bayless's numbers on his platform, because Skip Bayless has a podcast, right? Look at Skip Bayless's numbers on his show, and y'all tell me who winning. For Skip to be on TV that long, and I'm gonna say this, Skip is the godfather of sports debate shows. He is the originator with Cold Pizza when he was on Woody Page, and he used to have Charo and them come on the show, and Woody Page. He used to have the Two Live Stews come on there, all of that, right? Skip is the one that got the ball rolling for it. But as much as Skip has always been a person who was polarizing, who drew a lot of interest, he can't drive interest to his podcast. Not nearly, I'm talking about not one goddamn iota of viewership the way that Shannon Sharpe's is. It doesn't compare at all. Stephen A's podcast killing Skip Bayless's podcast. And the reason why that is that the internet it's getting younger and younger, right? And Shannon appeals to the younger generation much better than Skip does. Much better. Stephen A doesn't appeal to the younger generation like Shannon Sharpe does, but he's much better at appealing to the younger generation than Skip. Skip has had a hard time appealing to the younger people, even when he wears Jordans and he wear the chain that Lil Wayne gave him. He still doesn't appeal to the younger generation the way Shannon does. Shannon has found his niche, his groove, and what he needs to talk about, that people like hearing him talk about, all of that, and he is continuing to rise, right? And he hasn't peaked yet. He has not peaked yet, and it is looking like Skip Bayless has peaked. You know what I mean? Because now it seems like Skip was as intriguing. He was really, his intrigue was based upon who he's sitting across from, okay? And because sometimes people that work together, they can bring the best out of each other. Y'all know in a relationship, I hate to use a relationship analogy for this, but Sometimes two people can bring out the best in each other, right? They can be good individually, but not great. But when they get together, they bring out the best in each other. Now, Shannon, now I'm going to say this now, Skip gave Shannon an opportunity based upon him coming on ESPN First Take prior to. When Skip was still on ESPN First Take, it was times that Stephen A. Smith could not be in office or on set that day or whatever, and he would have Shannon Sharpe come on and debate with him, and Shannon was great in that role, and he saw what Shannon can do and said, I need Shannon Sharpe sitting across from me, the Hall of Fame tight end, Shannon Sharpe, if I'm going to be debating sports, right? And he gave Shannon that opportunity, and Shannon, like, his personality started to show and shine bright in ways that we like, damn, this show is magnetic. So when stuff happened with LeBron James, you wanted to see how Shannon Sharpe was going to react when Undisputed came on either the next day or, or when it came on Monday if LeBron played over the weekend and he had a big monstrous game or something like that, right? And so we saw his personality come out with the Miles and the Henny and a Goat James mask and the jerseys and all the sayings and the things that his grandma used to tell him and all these little stuff he used to come off the top of the head with, come off his head. He was just, he was really, really, really witty, charismatic, and energetic. And he had a personality that was just vibrant and people would gravitate to that, including the younger generation. That helped, his personality mixed with Skip's helped to make Undisputed a gem. Okay? I don't know if Skip is as interesting in the sports debate round anymore without sitting across from another very, very entertaining and interesting individual. As much as I respect Keyshawn Johnson and Michael Irvin and Richard Sherman, their personality is not as magnetic. It's not as charismatic. It's not as, what's the word for it? It's not as, not polarizing, but it's not as enamoring as a Shannon Sharpe, their personality. And so now the show is struggling to get that huge viewership, even close to that. Because Skip needs another personality that he can play off of that's really big. Shannon gonna be Shannon regardless of what realm or where you put him. He's gonna be entertaining because that's who he is. And he knows how to sell himself to the public and to the younger generation, to the internet and all of that. He's gonna have sound bites that you're gonna use for every situation, or to use for funny jokes, all of that. He's going to have that because he knows how to play to the audience, and a part of it is that's just him. He likes to joke. He likes the kid. He's just a really, really, really witty and charismatic dude who could just come out and say funny, crazy stuff at the drop of a hat. He can come up with some stuff, right? Like when he used to say, y'all know the Clippers ain't what the elephant left on the showground, meaning that the Clippers ain't shit because the elephant leaves shit on the showground. You know what I mean? He'd be like, the Clippers ain't what the elephant left on the showground. You know what I mean? Stuff like that is just like, bro, what? Where do you hear this? Saying that Nicole Murphy was finer than frog hair on TV. I said, man, this is some country stuff here, man, and I've been using that ever since he said it, all right? What'd he say? My granddaddy once told me, what'd he say? If grass turned to cheese, start hustling crackers, right? I'm like, what is he talking about? But stuff like that makes him like, endearing. It makes him, people gravitate to him in ways that they don't Skip. And so now they're realizing, damn, us letting Shannon go and kind of like pushing him out of the door was a bad choice for them to make. The viewership is plummeting while ESPN First Takes is continuing to rise, with Shannon only on 2 days out the week. Imagine if he was on 5 days out the week. What? Crazy. But I'm going to say this, man. I think Shannon leaving FS1 Undisputed, or the situation that happened there, was the best thing for him, because now he realizes that, hey, I can be removed out of a situation. So I have to take control of my own narrative and have my own stuff going just in case that happens. So it encouraged him to create Nightcap, for him to go on and get even bigger guests on, because he had really big guests on Club Shay Shay during COVID time. But now he's like, I'm going to keep getting a big time guest so that I can keep on maximizing on his personality, who he is and what he brings to the table. So, man, he doing the right thing, man, and the sky is the limit for Shannon Sharpe for sure. And the world recognizes it. That's why he getting attacked from different angles at times and all of that, man. They know you got to come down there and talk with my son looking out the window. You talk to Shannon, hey, man, it's going to make people go back and look at your work, pay attention to you. You're going to have some great moments on there. It's a great thing, man, and it's an even exchange with Shannon Sharpe going on Club Shay Shay. Sometimes you might get the better look from Shannon. Sometimes Shannon benefit heavily from you, like the Cat Williams interview. But Shannon was already popping too. I want to throw that in. But yeah, man, I think they realized they made a tremendous mistake. FS1 Undisputed. Letting Shannon go, that was a big mistake. And now, don't fall, son. Now they realizing it. And yeah, them numbers ain't looking too hot. You know, and hey, it is what it is. Congratulations to Shannon Sharpe. Hopefully Skip finds his footing with the show or whatever. But Shannon is... like, that situation happening over there has put a battery in his back to just keep on ascending. And that's dope, man. Shout out to Shannon Sharpe. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.